episode 21, and I still haven't gotten around to editing episode 5. Drinking my non-alcoholic Arnold Palmer here. My half and half lemonade tea. Now, what should I do? Should I go ahead and take on the radar forest and the brain scorchy? Or
Эй, сталкер, с чем пожаловал?
should I try to earn some more dosh so that I can build up a bigger supply of
В общем, выкладывай.
ammo, food, medicine, the works. Do I have enough to work with right here in terms of ammo? See. I've never been a fan of that open-handed reload. If you tried to reload like that IRL, you'd drop the gun right out your hand. I think I do have enough to work with and enough dosh to buy a little something extra. Let's see if Lukash is interested in Monolith faction patches. Nope, that's fine. There's not a whole lot more that I really need. I have enough 5.56 and enough 45. And I'm using the good stuff. Hydra Shock hollow points. Q Trimmer's reference. Burt Gummer specifically wanted Hydra Shock hollow points when he was buying ammo from Walter Chang. Flesh meat. Well, let's see. It's a temptation to buy 40 mils. I'll resist that temptation. I will buy 2 mags worth of 5.45 FMJ. That gives me exactly 200 spare rounds plus 30 loaded, plus I have just over 2 mags worth of AP. Still under 62 kilograms. There are a few more things I need. Still have 5 figures worth of dosh. I might as well go for broke. Now should I prioritize health or fixie-majigs? I know I'm gonna need fixie-majigs. Should I favor the specialized ones? Or the generalized ones? I have 5 uses worth of hops number 9. Let's get everything up to 100%. And I'm most concerned with rifles, more concerned with rifles than pistols, is how I should phrase that. In my neck of the woods, we have a saying: a pistol is what you use to fight your way to a rifle. And I have one of these. I'm wondering if I should buy another one, since these can be used even if the condition of your weapon is 75%. I try not to let it get that low. You have one of these for a good enough price. But I also need medicine. Let's see what that message was. This afternoon. There is a place to take shelter in the radar forest.
Что если она этих людей перевела в
Ну
какие-то
рассказывай, я ведь...
энергетические сущности? Типа новые люди. А?
Добраться бы до Припяти. Столько всего про нее слышал, а видеть толком и не видел. Блин, ну какой из него командир? Фуфло. А из кожи лезет. Все бы ему команду. Ну и какого хрена тут торчишь, спрашивается? Дуй на фирму какую-нибудь менеджера. Или в войско на контракт. О, точно. Там ему самое место.
4 bandages and 1 med kit, and I still have 5 figures left.
Хоть бы товар
10 uses,
сбрасывали. Растут, не растет. Так
9
ведь
of these,
то без шишек,
15
то
of
без
these.
шлёчек.
$62 kilograms on the dot. Not including small fractions. Might as well take this with me. Do I have enough food and water? Looks like I probably do, but looks like I'm going to go down below 5 figures But that's okay, I can earn it all back. What would be cost efficient, but also of adequate quality? $7,997. A palindrome. And I'm still below 64 kilograms. That should do. I'm sticking with that. Just another check here. Won't need any sound suppressors because stealth tactics aren't going to work. Once they know I'm coming, they'll know that the rest of them pretty much will know that I'm coming. Plus, I'm starting this operation in the daytime, the morning. Maybe I should try this. And actually use my pistol. Am I going to Am I going to regret not bringing along a sound suppressor? I guess we'll find out.
Ну, привет.
Never before have I taken a crink beyond the barrier. Could put my pistol in this slot if I wanted to. Could put my axe in this slot if I wanted to. But I don't want to. At the moment. I feel better like this. Hard save. I'll just call it radar. The map is just called radar. But it's a forest, and in Shadow of Chernobyl it's called the Red Forest. But now, radar and Red Forest are distinguished from each other. So I call this the Radar Forest. I recall there being, here it is. That's hard to see in the rain. See if I can slip by these zombified stalkers. I have bigger fish to fry. Already having to waste the bandage. I'm not going to be able to slip by. Of course it would be right there. Hey, there's one of each. Okay, big game. It's 40 Miller time. Gotta take out the Chimera first. Pseudo giant. Then the lurker. Really? See how much. Dang. Screw it. I'll take what it gives me. Lurkers don't usually deal that much damage to an exosuit. But then, I haven't yet added any upgrades to this one. I should have stashed some of these patches. They might not weigh much, but when you start getting lots and lots of them, that weight can add up. I think that looks good enough. Shadow of Chernobyl. Right around this area, you'll encounter man-eating snorks. Those are the super long-jumping kind. My favorite kind. They make for, in the words of James Bond, such good sport. Controllers will irritate me more than pseudo-giants and chimeras. Don't even bother coming here if you don't have a grenade launcher. You zoners out there who forego the use of grenade launchers, I've never understood your philosophy or your mentality. I can't even begin to pretend to comprehend it. I don't know how you do it. Should probably fix my armor. That's good. On every previous character, I haven't even bothered using the Recon. I hear snorks. Really? Don't need their parts. Only took off 1%. Still, that irritates me because I used to be good at dodging snork attacks. I could even duck under them. That's part of the sport of it. You had to perfect a technique in order to be able to do that consistently. And then they changed the way snorks behave so that they glide around. I know I've talked about this before. You can still dodge them, it's just you have to hold that thought, or just never mind. What's that? Blow yourself up with a grenade? That almost looked like someone nailed that rock with a 40 mil, but it was probably just a hand grenade, and I perceived it as a 40 mil because I'm a 40 mil fan. weather is in my favor. How long will that last? Quick saving after every kill is the only way to make progress. I don't understand how players who do the campfire saves are able to make progress. I don't understand how Iron Man is even possible. Apparently it is. Just the battle to the entrance to the lab. Is an uphill battle, literally and figuratively. Maybe I'll make use of sound suppression. I bet this is a... Yep. It's an active artifact not contained in a thing. That pisses me off. Maybe I'll come back for it. Why is that a thing? Why is the player able to find active artifacts on NPCs that aren't contained in protecting majigs? I have to limit myself to the calibers of the weapons I'm carrying in order to not overload myself as I go. I'm trying not to use old ammo. That figures. I'll leave the battery in it. M key. Pay attention. So irritating. I know why that happens. It's because there's a delay. Oh, great. Now watch. The gravy or gravi won't be there. Or maybe the corpses will have already disappeared. Or maybe not. Could just be that my inner eel is acting up again. Did I get that other? Yes. Now, fortunately, there's already a stash over here where I can put this gravy or gravi. I've heard people pronounce it both ways. See if I can get to the helicopter wreckage. See if this actually works. Kinda does. Still not as effective as I would prefer. No comment. See, there's no possible way to succeed on the game's own terms because there's no possible way to anticipate certain things. Things like this. Why did that not... Do-over. Don't even care if I'm getting screwed out of biological treasures, so to speak. If the game won't let you succeed on the game's own terms, then you must succeed on your own terms. Its own sportsmanship style. Well, apparently an axe isn't much better than a pistol. Screw you guys. They might have health items that could be useful, but I've got an unshielded radioactive artifact. Oh, this is just perfect timing right here. Couldn't find the helicopter I was looking for. There's a stash right next to it. I should have bought several energy drinks. Does the psi helmet protect you from psi storms? to any degree. I've never tested that. I've always taken shelter, even with a siphon. Just get it over with.
Monolith. Monolith.
Am I going to have to reload a previous save? I hate doing that. I hate that so much. I remember there being talk of either an emission or a size storm. It said afternoon. How can it be afternoon already? That much time couldn't have possibly passed. Now, how do I get to this? Why can't I find this helicopter? I know there's a helicopter. I'm losing health from radiation. I can take shelter up there. I'm already regretting the decision to come here. Even to just come here. Now watch me fall off the ladder instead of falling onto the thing I'm trying to fall onto. Open. Get in! Get in! What are you stuck on? You're not stuck on anything. Someone explain how and why that happens. That shouldn't be a thing that happens. Once again, game, you're proving my point that you don't play fair. And here I'm having to use up my backpack. Is that radiation ever going to go away? I don't care what brand I'm smoking. %. I can let it go down lower than that. I'll go ahead and save over this, because this isn't going to play out any better than this. No matter how many times I redo it, or redoom it. Now, should I be confrontational and aggressive, or should I try to slip around this wall / cliff here? Resist the temptation to bust these boxes open, because whatever items they contain will start to roll down this. Well, it's an incline if I face this way, and a decline if I face that way. Is that a... what's the name of that kind of emitter? Generator? Is it Kamenov? They're going to have snipers posted. Well, that figures. That's what happens when your peripheral vision is cut off. It's probably why that burner is right there in that specific spot. How should I play this? Well, I'm probably going to have to take out at least one sniper. Maybe more than that. Maybe I should have built up the 9A91 and invested in some 9x39 ammo. Somehow he hasn't seen me yet. I need an AK-104. I'm noticing small caliber FMJ is not doing the job. But every other ammo type is so expensive. Weapon back out? I actually have to tell you that? Well, sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. I don't know what the determining factor is. Of course, I can't take out one single enemy without having to use up a med kit. Or a bandage, I mean. Oh no. Blech. I didn't even bother to run because I knew I wouldn't make it. I knew it would be thermite. Well, it was last time too. Probably thrown by the same guy. I think it can damage you through walls. If it acted like real thermite, that would make sense. Have I screwed myself over? Well, that figures.
Не уйдешь, враг Монолита! Я ранен!
I took him with me at least. And then he desecrated his own corpse for nothing. Well, just get it over with. Doggone Kensington trackball with its oversized whatchamadoozer. Just get it over with. Come on. Now see, if you could flip this fire axe around and use the pick end, you could actually punch through a helmet. But I guess video game people just don't think about details like that. Video game people, mod people, the people who make these things, they don't think about how should I phrase this? They don't think about how the multitude of ways that a thing can actually be used, I guess, is the simplest way I can put that. Yeah, I'm really starting to regret a lot of my decisions. These weapons just aren't up to the task. Except for the M203. Should have thrown a hand grenade. Normally by this point I'd be using an AK-104. No. By this point I'd be using, generally speaking, something chambered for 7.62 by 39. So I have to start using this, and I don't have much. Wow, that makes a difference. That makes a huge difference. Perfect time to quick save. Just how typical. How is this even possible? I know there's a backpack stash down in this pit, but I'm not going to concern myself with that at this junction. No time to check that. Of course, I had to miss all those shots. I took him with me. You're coming with me. I'm gonna have to use up some of this. I'll probably end up deleting some of these hard saves once they're no longer necessary. Just kill me. Just get it over with. Fine, I'll do it myself. For some reason, the game wouldn't let me just hop over this concrete here. You probably saw that. I couldn't. I was pressing the jump key, which should have made my character just get right up over it, up and over pile. I wanted to save my AP rounds for battling my way out of the lab. Oh, this is a war of attrition. Just get it over with. If you can't kill me fast enough, I'll just... Okay, good. really gonna make me do this, aren't you? You're gonna make me scurry my way all the way over here, way far away from my destination. Scurry. Scamper. And of course that. Tarkovsky vision. Not even taking the time. Normally I take the time to kill everyone. All of these Magogolithian idolators. Oh, for the love of doom, I actually made it. X-19A. If I recall, I might just have a couple of bloodsuckers to take out, one or two, maybe more. Okay, what the shit? Seriously? What is this now? The game has taken over my controls. My hands are not on the controls. And look at where the cursor is. Okay, there. Now I'm back in control. Cursor is still in the way. Am I really going to have to do this? Come on. That means something is screwed up. I got myself all turned around. Somehow. That's never happened before. Oh, I don't remember that door being shut. I guess you could just open it. It's been a while since I've had to do this. Doing all right on bandages. Unless you're going to make me have to use up 2 bandages. You're going to do that, aren't you? You're going to make me use up 2 bandages. From one bloodsucker strike. I'm not going to have enough to fight my way out of here unless I'm finding a decent amount of bandages as I go. Shouldn't have taken the time to do this. Of course, there would be another one just like I predicted. And of course, it lands a strike on me. It makes me have to use up another bandage. Will I get a bandage out of here? Of course not. None of my weapons can kill fast enough to prevent me from taking damage. Should I see if there's anything useful in there? Nothing. Nothing. A minute and a half out of stamina. Made it. Mercenaries didn't receive that well. Why is that? Why would they care? Hasn't this benefited them? Oh well. Now it's time to see if this pistol was even worth bringing along.
Противник! О!
That was inconclusive. What?
Не уйдешь, враг Монолита!
Almost looked like, well, or looked or felt like he was attacking me from behind. Do over. still, for the most part, think full auto is the way to go. There's a bandage, and a med kit, and some fixie stuff. Fixie majig. Oh! I definitely want to come out of here with this. And it has a sound suppressor.
Лови враг Монолита.
How did you immediately know where I was? I wasn't even in the light of your flashlight. Did the Monolith clue you in on my location? I'm going to be using up bandages and med kits with every single battle. Come on, double click. Don't fail me now. Vlad Glue. Wouldn't it be funny if his name was Glue and he was carrying some of those fixie majig glue things?
Вперед, братья! Братья!
Why is melee so worthless in this game? Semi-automatic pistols are just barely a step above worthless, regardless of make, model, or caliber. Not entirely worthless, just barely a step above. If it's not full auto, don't bother. Exceptions made for guns that deal exceptionally high damage per shot.
Сейчас ты будешь уничтожен.
Stop trying to shoot me through the wall. Yeah. Pistols are worthless. Scope. Go ahead and start using up my AP. Full auto and AP. That's how you get shit done. I see you over there. Of course, I'm going to have to use up a bandage. Certain calibers of FMJ will do the job, but the bare minimum is 7.62 by 39. Keep in mind that these standards don't apply to mutants. Standards, principles. Etc. Oh, I'm tempted to grab all of these that I find. And I'm definitely going to be rewarding myself by upgrading my suit. Got all these hand grenades, might as well be pressing them into service. I only got half a mag's worth of AP in 5.45.
Братья, внимание! Противник!
Realistically speaking, how is one person alone supposed to contend with all of this?
Нужно уничтожить его!
Haha. I kind of want a custom P220 for my collection, even though I have an FMP45. Not bad, not bad. That's more like it. Flesh meat. Yeah, it's got to be AP. Ha ha. I guess I can accept that. And I said that I wasn't going to use this because it has an integral dot sight, and I'm anti-allowing myself the use of guns that have integral dot sights, scopes, reflex sights, all that sort of thing. Plenty of hand grenades. Armor's looking all right. Of course, I have to combine all the stuff again every time. Always the combining of things. Things and stuff. Once I've amassed enough hand grenades, I'll probably start favoring thermite. And once I've amassed enough 40 mils, of course, 40 mils. 40 mils are how I prefer to take care of my HE frag needs. I had to press the fire key way too many times before I actually threw that grenade. I think it takes something like a full second before you actually pull the hand grenade out before you aim it in the first place. I bet that didn't do anything. He might have actually been wounded by that grenade. You have excellent taste. I'll give you that much. That's the type of rifle that's perfect for this. It's both an assault rifle and a machine gun. Well, the ARM in 5.56. Since this one's 7.62 by 51, it's too beefy to be classified as an assault rifle. Should be 2 dead Monolithians in the immediate vicinity. If you were playing this for the first time, how would you know that you were going to need this much ammo to be able to get through here? I pressed 2 because I didn't know whether or not my character was actually going to bring out his weapon on his own, since he doesn't always. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. So I never know what I'm supposed to do. $72.8. Combination suit. I know not to trust these cubby holes.
Обхожу противника. Прикройте. Не уйдешь, враг Монолита. Ты будешь уничтожен.
I don't want to let even one of them get behind me. Where did you go?
Ликвидирован. В зоне видимости. Веду бой.
Melee is useless. Pistols are
Ты
useless.
будешь ликвидирован. Внимание, противник!
Even when I'm able to anticipate what's about to happen, I still can't seem to formulate a plan. Or I can, but I can't execute it without taking damage. Thank you for revealing your position with your headlamp. See, I don't even have enough time to combine things in my inventory. Any more of yous? That's entirely trashed, 0%. Definitely want one of those. Hey. Hot Shot. That's an appropriate name considering the gear he's packing. And I'm probably going to have to leave behind some of these things. I had a feeling there'd be one right there. Of course, I have to put it in my inventory before I can take the battery out for some reason. Even though I don't have to do that with ammo, I can unload a weapon while it's... Didn't want to do that. If I have to leave this behind, I can live with that. If I have to leave these behind, I can live with that. Yeah, I'll just leave these behind. And this. Hopefully I'll have enough ammo to fight my way back through the radar forest. Probably lucked out there. .9 weight is looking good.
Ты не коснешься монолита.
Come on, come on, come on!
Я буду защищать.
Almost. Burn through my supply of 545 FMJ. Go ahead and use a bandage, but not a med kit. Oh,
Потерь. Я ранен, братья. Вижу. Обнаружен. Монолит.
do-over.
Сейчас ты будешь уничтожен.
See if I can. Not dealing with that. Did that actually kill me? I think it did.
Не уйдешь, враг монолита.
You're not going to screw me out of what's rightfully mine, are you? Yeah, I knew I'd forget. 75, I probably... Yep. 74 out of 75. Oops, didn't mean to do that. You're under-equipped. Better not leave that behind. I think I need to go that way, but I should investigate over here first. I think I might. That's 0% totally trashed. Really want to grab the upgrades. all the upgrades, but I had to I did keep that one. I hear ya. I know you're there. Thanks for announcing your presence. Let's set up a 90s style LAN party up in here. Great.
Лови враг Монолита.
I had a feeling there was one.
Я ранен.
I can't believe I have to do things this way. Do-over. Useless.
Лови враг Монолита.
Why did I think this FNP-45 was going to be even the least bit useful? Just because it's a 45? That wasn't the gun's merit that won that battle, it was your hesitation. Which helped me out. Oh, I'm gonna have to leave this. Some of these things. I don't really need this since I have an an MP5 SD6. I kind of just want it. This can be converted into a machine pistol, so it's actually worthwhile. Kind of like to get my mitts on an M4A1 custom. See if I can. Just get on there. Half-Life 1's Glock was better than this. Ugh. I have to make such small, bitchy little adjustments just because the game won't let me stay standing on this little... never mind. You saw it. You know what I mean. Its condition is all right. Hopefully the resale on these, if I sell these to Professor Sakharov, it'll at least partially make up for all the stuff I'm having to leave behind here, which itself is partially due to the fact that I had to use up my stash already. The backpack I had to use to make a stash. A stash that I was intending to set up at somewhere close to the entrance of this lab.
Обнаружен самолет.
Did you take out your own guy, or did he die from my axe strikes?
Прикрытие. Братья, внимание! Противник!
There you are.
Братья, враг Монолита!
It's too hard to land a strike because it only counts as a strike if it contacts what's right in the middle of your screen, even if it's a sweeping strike that should go all the way across. I've never understood that. And don't give me any of that, oh, well, it's easier to program that way. No shit. But that's video game logic. You're not thinking from the player's perspective. Let me guess, none of my stuff is good enough to fix this now. Since now that's 74. This'll work. Screw it. That's good enough.
Противник! Внимание, противник!
How is this supposed to be fun? Oblivion Lost, no version of Oblivion Lost that I ever played ever gave me this much of a hassle. Do-over. I wouldn't put it past this game to allow my enemies to shoot around corners or through walls or do other things that I can't do. Well, let's not take all day. Where are you shooting from? Was that a ricochet? There you are. See, which of these do I have to use? I hate having to think about which of these things I have to use to fix my armor because of all the different condition ratings and all that sort of thing.
Лови враг Монолита! Ты не коснешься Монолита!
Should have been using your good ammo. There we go. Now that I have one of those, I'll stash this. A full auto or select fire 9mm is better than a semi-auto 45. A submachine gun is better than a machine pistol. But a machine pistol is lightweight and convenient. I hope my health isn't going down from hunger. I'm not that hungry. He was reloading. I should have taken that opportunity. He might have had a jam. And I have to use another bandage. Now I have fewer than 10 of those. Might as well go ahead and eat something and drink something. Go ahead and use one of those. This is the most important weapon, of course. And again, I have to manually tell the game to pull my weapon out. There was a coded door that I passed earlier on. All we need now is a deck of cards. At least I have a ton of Monolith patches. Earlier I passed a coded door. Code lock door, whatever you call it. In Shadow of Chernobyl you can find the password to open that door. I should have stocked up almost entirely on AP rounds. Of course, it bounced in the opposite direction that I wanted it to. right. Twelve rounds. Good enough. Guess I should start grabbing 9mm. $74 kilograms, that's all right. 74.1. Still all right. This thing will probably jam every other shot, so again, there are certain things that you just can't do in the field that you could do in Oblivion Lost 2010. That had a much more simplified fixie-majig system. 85. I'll use you. And again, I have to manually tell the game to pull my weapon back out. 90. Go ahead and make use of the lesser ones. Save the better ones for later.
Граната!
Now, why can enemies take weapons from you, but you can't take weapons from them? That worked. Storyteller. Guess now you'll be telling stories in the afterlife. What's his full name? .45 will do the job if they're wearing SEVA suits. Rather, I should say it at least has the potential. But I am, for the most part, disappointed in this FNP 45. So, I might fix it back up all the way and save it for when Lukash, the next time Lukash asks for one. That should do. Yeah, right about here is where I would have made that stash that I wanted to make. But I'm not entirely sure how useful that would really be, because I'd have to go all the way back through the lab and scour the place to get everything that I wanted that would be useful. '87. I don't want to waste hops number 9 on a pistol, though. Well, I came away with some good prizes. Prizes, but still no ACOG scope. Better make a hard save before something bad happens. And an extra one just in case. Now, can I get out of here? I can go ahead and switch to my 5.56er. Let's see what time it is. 16:46. Fixie-majig. There's a Monolith. Well, of course, I didn't figure on slipping through unnoticed, but slipping through while taking preferably not too much damage. It didn't go as well as I'd hoped it would. Armor's holding. Keep moving. Keep moving. I thought for sure I was far enough to the side. Ugh! I knew that wouldn't be worth my time. Again. I didn't see it until it was too late. If I could get back there, if I could get back to Rostock with that gravy gravi, that would help a lot economically. Don't make it too hard for me to get in there. Come on. There it is. Of course. Now, come on in. Come on, if you think you're hard enough. Yeah, I'll go ahead and make a hard save right here.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R Monolitha. Ты будешь ликвидирован.
Rack 'em and stack 'em. Oh, great. We're going to do that again. Stop, stop, stop! If you try to aim on top of a thing that you can sleep on, the game will get confused and it won't let you stay aimed. Really?
Иду бой.
Screw it. Good enough. Sometimes you have to settle for good enough. There's a thing in Misery, one of the tips even says, it's not about being perfect, it's about settling for good enough. Don't do this to me, please. Oh! Don't make me fight against the game itself. I know you guys can climb that ladder. I've seen you do it. You think I could bounce a hand grenade off that tree and get it to ricochet at just the right angle so that it actually does something that would be useful for, well, no, that's naively optimistic. I shouldn't have to hop over anything. Why do you make me do that? Normally I'd have an ACOG long before now. Guess I have to use a bandage. And I have fewer than 10 of them. See? Just go ahead and get it over with.
Иди! Я наготове!
They don't even have to use the ladder. They can just climb one of these, parkour style. I predicted, didn't I? I said...
Ликвидируем его!
I predicted that the moment I use a bandage, I'll start bleeding again. Because my weapons don't kill fast enough. Did that work? Oh, you've got an old school
Не
RPK.
идешь, враг Монолита! Monolith.
10 rounds. That must be all I have left. I have amassed at least a bit more of this.
Монолита.
Are you shooting me through the wall? If you could shoot me through the wall, then just get it over with. Shoot me through the door, I mean. Not wasting a Hydra shock on a mercy kill. If mercy is even the right word. See, once again, they're able to do things that the player can't do. Too bad that sleeping spot is on the other side of here. It would be nice to be able to stand here and actually aim. Maybe if I stand in just the right spot.
Уничтожим его, братья!
shoving your muzzle of
Убьем
your
его, братья!
rifle right through the wall.
Искоренить!
Won't do any good to shoot him in the arm.
Я обойду его! Прошу помощи! Братья, я обойду его! Помогите мне! Монолит!
Yeah, I'll play it that way.
Прикройте!
I don't like to, but I'll do it.
Я обойду его и уничтожу! Нужно прикрытие!
I'll do you all like that. Jason Voorhees
Ты не
style.
уйдешь!
Oh no. It says
Искоренить!
closed door even though the door is closed. Am I stuck here now?
Есть враг! Монолит! Это! Привет! Обнаружен противник!
Well, at least the door isn't stuck now. No comment. Denied. I don't know why it made that happen.
Сейчас ты будешь уничтожен! Я обойду его! Прошу помощи! Уничтожим его, братья!
Again, shooting me through the door.
Я обойду его и уничтожу! Нужно прикрытие!
If I cut you through the door, it's because you shoved your arms through the door. If you shoot me through the door,
Я обойду его!
then that's just unfair. Well, didn't we get the liberal life's not fair? Shut the fuck up. Don't get me stuck on the ground. Denied.
Я обойду его! Помогите мне! Получай, слепец! Ты не коснешься монолита! Враг монолита! Его нужно найти! Противник! Его нужно найти!
Did that actually work? I think it did. Sounds like it did. I'm gonna have to use up every little bit of ammo.
Искореним врага, братья! Враг Враг рядом. Обнаружить и искоренить. Монолит!
Really? One shot?
Откройся от монолита. Я войду его и уничтожу.
See how... Let's see if this can get through even a mag without jamming.
Ты будешь уничтожен.
Nope. And of course, the game had to screw me over by making me not able to aim.
Нужно уничтожить его. Ты не уйдешь. Вижу врага.
Just get it over with. I couldn't even crouch to the right degree that I wanted to.
Я монолит.
Come on.
Не уйдешь от монолита. Я ранен, братья! Помогите мне!
Well. Oh, come on.
Ты не уйдешь! Не уйдешь, враг монолита!
If they could just open the door normally and try to enter the room normally, this would have been over and done with.
Маневрирую! Обеспечьте безопасность!
Oh, look at that. Ha. Alright. Is it finally over? This and this. Flesh meat! An old VOG 25. Goulash, I like that. Regular goulash, I mean. Probably hurry, but there's a lot of stuff here that could be useful. That's the 74 version. Didn't mean to grab that. Come on, double click, don't fail me now. Oh, that's a mamma jamma right there. A mean mamma jamma. Sheriff. If you're the sheriff, I guess that makes me Robin Hood. Now I'll take the ammo even if it's old. Well, I'll leave these. Save over that. Take these. Now I'm overloaded. Leave that. And leave behind some old ammo. Will the door even shut now? Probably not. Ugh. Stuck on corpses. Oh, I don't want to deal with this. Not after that heaping helping of bullshit. Great. Denied. Seriously? I have a McCready-like attitude when it comes to this bullshit. Your death metal whispers don't impress me. Your X-Men powers only piss me off. Gotcha, bitch! Seriously? One strike doesn't do it. Oh, come on! I want those Bureau parts. A brain, good. That should fetch a decent price. But of course, now I'm overloaded. If I can find that helicopter. There's a stash right next to it. Did I manage to pick up, what's-a-madoozer? Energy drink? Of course not. There's the chopper. Oh, come on! It's a significant landmark. For two primary reasons. One, it allows you to orient yourself if you get lost, and two, there's a stash right there. If I can drag myself over to it. There it is. I'll stash this. Just smoking the ones I have the most of. I will take those. You know what I should have said right before I blew that Bureau away? I should have said, it's 40 Miller time. A Chimera or a Lurker would definitely be able to lunge that high. Now my hands are all sweaty. My fingertips even. It's making my trackball slick. Then why do you insist on using a trackball? Shut up! It's the ultimate for FPS gaming. Each individual model might have its own quirks. But that's all right. Overall, I mean, I would like to see more streamlining being done. Oh, let's see if I can deposit a few things here. There. I will come back for them. I'll come back for everything I stashed here. Now will I have to deal with zombified stalkers? Should I turn my headlamp off? Yeah. I forget, do zombified stalkers use headlamps? I guess they do. Anything useful and money, that's always good. Now all we need is a deck of cards. Don't need to check the stashes, already did, and I didn't put anything in them. Monolith ambush right as I spawn in, no? The sort of thing I would expect.
Что скажешь, брат?
Didn't stash anything in there. No, I didn't. Almost pitch black. No starlight, no moonlight. Well, that was a thoroughly miserable experience, but I powered through it. Did I leave anything in here? No. I didn't completely deplete my resources. I really want / need an AK-104. Once I have one of those, it'll probably become my primary weapon. I need one shorty 5.56er mostly so I can use a grenade launcher. And 9x39, I'm going to probably reserve that caliber for the later mid-game or the late game. Middle, late end game for sure. I'll fix this up at some point. All in all, a decent haul. Didn't stash any 40 mils here, did I? No. I'll sell this to the professor. All of those upgrade packs I had to leave behind. I have enough thermite grenades that I can justify using those now. Well, let's see. All those echo detectors I had to leave behind. I was intending to use those make some money. But I made a decent amount of dosh just from scrounging it. A stash. Would I make more? If I wanted to sell this information, would I make more from you or from Skinfoot? It doesn't even matter, since it's random. 4 figures, I'll take it. Five radio protectant. Well, I have 3/5 of what I need. Let's see what my stats are now. 170. So move through Yantar and the radar forest. Not doing too well with the military when it comes to goodwill. I really hope that I manage to find an opportunity where the top 10 stalkers in the zone are enemies, most likely Monolith, if that does happen. And if I hope that opportunity arises before I'm in the top 100 on the leaderboard. But for now I'm 170. Not bad, not bad. Should go ahead and fix this up. Good. $22.52. And again, I have to remind myself there's a clock in the corner. Doing all right on batteries. I'll go ahead and break these down. I could sell some of these, but I think I'll hold on to them.
Ты рассказать чего хочешь, что ли?
I'll sell you these. I'll keep all the rest of this.
Добраться бы до Припяти. Столько всего про нее слышал, а видеть толком и не видел. справиться мне тут. Скорее бы назад.
Definitely need to replenish my bandages. I'll probably get the what's it called? The anti-bleeding upgrade for my battle suit. Too many people think it's useless, but it's not. The health regen thing is more expensive. Not an issue if you're installing it yourself. Did I already ask you about Monolith patches? Yeah, you're asking for duty patches.
At this point, I can go ahead and break down all of my Kipperuses. I won't be needing the Kipperus at this point. I might not even need any 9x18 weapons at all. Oh, let's sell some of these parts. NPCs will sometimes ask for these. Some quantity of them. Or these. Or other such things. Oh. Let's see if... I might do that next time. Now I have my two favorite 9x39 rifles in this mod. SR3M Vickr top choice, second choice, 9A91. Not bad, not bad.
A bit more pocket change. 22787. Looking good. And where I lay my head is home. I'll figure out what to do with the papers and such later. Breakfast. Drink. And I still have some portions of this. But I need to resupply on food. That's for sure. Bandages and whatever else. Definitely ammo. But that's for another time. Till next time, catch you on the flip side.